Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Please help support Joni and our team by subscribing and turning on notifications. It's a new day, and the stock market is ready to open. But before we dive in, let's recap yesterday's market action here on Wall Street Wake Up. We'll cover everything from Broadcom's new innovations at a major event to the Lululemon stock where analysts have polar opposite views, the soaring MongoDB stock, and the bad news for UnitedHealth. JOYUP Invest Podcast. Invest better every day. Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to Wall Street Wake Up, the show that wraps up and updates you on what's been happening in the U.S. stock market and markets around the world over the past 24 hours. Let's start with the first story. The U.S. stock market right now feels like it's at a crossroads. That's because of the ongoing news about the conflict between President Donald Trump and the U.S. Federal Reserve, also known as the Fed. Just recently, Trump announced the immediate removal of Lisa Cook, a Fed governor. While Cook has denied the accusations and is planning to sue, the news has caused serious concern in the market. Normally, the Fed operates independently from politics to keep the economy stable. So, a politician interfering like this is a big deal. But on the other hand, there's also some good news. The Fed has recently signaled that they might lower interest rates this September. If that happens, it could help the market rally again. Some stocks had a great run and closed in positive territory on Tuesday, especially in the tech and healthcare sectors. NVIDIA stock in particular was up 1.1% ahead of its earnings report on Wednesday. This is something the whole world is watching because NVIDIA is a leader in AI, and its earnings will be a key indicator of where the tech market is heading. Additionally, the drug company Eli Lilly's stock soared by almost 6% on positive news about its new experimental weight loss drug. This shows that investing in healthcare is still a strong and profitable trend. And for investors who love high-growth stocks, you had to be looking at MongoDB. This stock jumped more than 20% in late trading after announcing strong Q2 earnings that crushed Wall Street's expectations. Next up, let's talk about Broadcom Inc., or AVGO, on the stock exchange. They took the main stage at the VMware Explore 2025 event in Las Vegas. Some of you might be wondering, what is VMware? In simple terms, VMware is a company that makes software for the cloud, or the internet-based computing systems that many companies use. At the event, Broadcom unveiled a new innovation called VMware Cloud Foundation 9.0, or VCF 9.0. This innovation focuses on private cloud, a cloud system that companies build for their own use, unlike a public cloud like those from Google or Amazon. So, why is this important for us investors? VCF 9.0 helps companies save money and improve security. It also helps developers work faster. Real customers like Barclays and Grinnell Mutual have already confirmed that VCF 9.0 helped them save millions of dollars. This news is a great sign for Broadcom stock. It shows that the company is continuously investing in and developing technology, especially in the private cloud and private AI markets, which are major upcoming trends. Next, I want to switch gears and look at some mid-cap stocks. Let's start with Lululemon Athletica, the famous athletic apparel brand. Analysts are having a fierce debate about this stock. Morgan Stanley has a hold rating, or equal weight, and they've lowered their price target. They're worried about slowing sales in North America and potential impacts on profits from import taxes. But on the other hand, Bank of America, or BOFA, sees this as a buying opportunity. Why the opposite views? Morgan Stanley thinks it might take a while for Lululemon to recover in the US. BOFA, however, believes the stock's 40% drop since June makes it a great entry point to invest in a company with strong fundamentals and high growth potential. And now for another one, MongoDB stock. If you've been following the news, you know this is a high-growth tech stock. Its price recently soared by more than 20% in a single evening's trading session. The main reason was a strong Q2 earnings report that completely exceeded Wall Street's expectations. Dev Ittycheria, MongoDB CEO, said that revenue from MongoDB Atlas, the company's cloud platform, grew by an impressive 29%. And what's even better, they also gave a profit and revenue forecast for the next quarter and the entire year that was higher than what analysts predicted. This shows the company's confidence in its long-term profitable growth plan. Let's look at another interesting story in the tech world. Planet Labs, a satellite imaging company, successfully launched 2 more Pelican satellites into orbit. These new satellites are equipped with NVIDIA Jetson AI technology, which allows them to process data in orbit on their own. This capability helps the satellites process high-resolution images and analyze data very quickly. This is incredibly useful for research, surveys, and cross-sensor analysis. And there's one more interesting stock, Okta, Inc., a company that provides identity management services, or what you might call a company that helps organizations make their logins secure and easy. Recently, Okta's stock jumped more than 4% in after-hours trading. The reason was a strong Q2 earnings report that beat expectations. Their earnings per share and revenue were both higher than what Wall Street analysts had predicted. And not only that, they also gave a bright profit and revenue outlook for the entire year. This shows that their business remains strong in an age where cybersecurity is increasingly important. And the last stock for today is UnitedHealth Group. This is a massive U.S. health insurance company, and its stock price fell by more than 1.4% after news broke that the U.S. Department of Justice had expanded its criminal investigation into the company. While the previous investigation was only about Medicare fraud, the latest report says it now includes their prescription management services and how they reimburse their own doctors. Even though no official charges have been filed yet, the expanded scope of the investigation is a major concern for investors. UnitedHealth is the largest provider of Medicare Advantage plans, which is a key driver of growth for the health insurance industry in the U.S. So, to sum it all up, the stock market right now feels like it's in a grading period. Stocks with strong fundamentals and clear momentum, like Broadcom and Okta, are getting support from investors. Meanwhile, stocks facing challenges from competition or external factors, like Lululemon and UnitedHealth, are being tested hard. Now let's take a look at the individual stock prices related to today's news. This is where I'll analyze the prices for you live with daily updates on our segment, JOYUP Forecast. Starting with the first one, Broadcom, AVGO. This stock is an absolute beast. I love it because it just broke through a resistance trend line that's been holding it back since the beginning of 2024. The price is now near $300, which is a clear signal that investors are confident in its semiconductor and software businesses. If it can break through the next resistance at $320 to $330, I think it has a chance to soar to $380 next year. On the flip side, let's look at Lululemon, LULU. This stock feels like it's running on a treadmill with a headwind. Its price is still being held back by a downward trend line. It's currently trading around $202, reflecting investor concern about intense competition and uncertain consumer behavior. The key support level is at $180. If it breaks below that, it could fall to $150 to $160, so you need to watch it carefully. Next up, the interesting stock MongoDB, MDB. This stock feels like it's in a tug of war. Its price has been stuck in a descending triangle pattern since 2021, showing a continuous struggle between buyers and sellers. Even though the cloud business is growing, its high valuation has made investors cautious. The critical support level is at $200. If it breaks that, it could be a major concern. Now, let's look at the stock of the future, Planet Labs, PL. This stock really shows the power of innovation. Its price is moving up in an ascending channel, showing increasing interest in the company's satellite technology. It's currently trading at $7 and has a good long-term outlook. If it can break $8.50, it could potentially jump to $10 to $11. Another interesting one is Okta, OKTA. This stock feels like it's been resurrected from its lowest point. Its price has soared from $40 to over $90 now because its cybersecurity and digital identity management businesses are becoming more and more important. The key resistance is at $100. If it breaks that, it has room to run. Finally, the stock facing major challenges, UnitedHealth Group, UNH. This stock has broken below its long-term uptrend and is currently trading around $300, which reflects concerns about healthcare policy and cost controls. The critical support level is at $280–290. If it falls below that, it could be a big deal. To wrap it all up, the market right now is sorting out the winners from the losers. Stocks with strong fundamentals and clear momentum, like Broadcom and Okta, are getting support. Meanwhile, stocks facing challenges, like Lululemon and UnitedHealth, are being tested hard. All of this is just my personal view. It's not investment advice. Please use your own judgment and do thorough research before making a decision, because all investments have risks. Before we say goodbye today, if you're a stock trader and you have questions but don't know who to ask, feel free to leave a comment and we can chat. See you next time. Bye-bye.